Hello people! Welcome to this playlist on Python programming. Until now, we have learned a good deal about Python. Let us do a quick recap of the topics we have covered, before we dive into the next topic. First, we were introduced to the features of Python that make it one of the most popular languages. Then, we got to know about the applications of Python. Then we learned about the data types in Python. Both atomic and collection data types were discussed in detail. Decision-making, or branching, is done using if, elif, and else statements. Looping is done with the help of for and while loops. Operators and their types were also explained. Variables, the conventions for naming variables in Python, and keywords were discussed. A long list of built-in functions that are available in Python were introduced. The advantages and conventions of defining and executing the user-defined functions were explained. The concepts of classes and objects were explained. Fundamentals of object-oriented programming, like inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation were discussed. To explain the above concepts, a complete walkthrough of demo applications was done. A simple calculator application was built to explain the concepts of variables, operators, branching, and looping. An application to generate the name of a number was built to demonstrate classes and objects. With the knowledge of all the aforementioned fundamentals, one can comfortably write code to perform a variety of tasks. When we get down to code, it may be for performing a simple task or for building a complex application, or anything in between. More often than not, the codebase extends beyond a couple thousand lines. In that case, it would be impractical to keep all the code in a single Python file. To remedy this problem, we organize the code into modules and packages so that sections of the code are kept in separate Python files and imported into the main script for execution. Let us understand how this is done. First, let's understand what modules are. A module is a Python file that contains a part of the codebase. For example, we have written 3 functions inside a Python file. We can import this script into the main script and execute it. Generally, modules would be placed in the same directory as the main script. But technically, modules can be placed anywhere, provided that the path to the module is in the list of paths accessible by the Python interpreter. Here, the math operations module is in a location that is not in the list of paths. So, we can access the sys library and insert the path to the module to the list of paths. Now, we can comfortably import the module from the main script and execute it. In this case, the code to calculate the factorial, Fibonacci number, and the sum of natural numbers is not present in the main script. They are imported from the module and then executed. By this way, we can organize code into different modules and keep the codebase from growing too large. We can import everything from the module or do a selective import. We can specify the functions or classes if we plan to do a selective import. If everything in the module is needed, we can use an asterisk. This is to denote that everything in the module should be imported. If 2 or more modules are closely related to each other, it is sensible to group them together. Packages serve the exact same purpose. Packages are a collection of modules placed in a directory. There is a dummy script called $_init_.py, which denotes that the directory is a package. The $_init_.py can be empty. Let us look at a practical example. Here is a directory, or a folder, called Utilities. It contains 2 modules, Math Operations and Calculator. The presence of the $_init_.py file indicates that the directory, called Utilities, is a package. This structure allows grouping of logically similar modules. Let us look at some of the advantages that modules and packages bring about. Each module or package can focus on a specific functionality. For example, there can be separate modules for data processing, database interaction, and user interface logic, making it easier to isolate problems and work on individual components. Smaller modules are easier to test and debug. Since each module focuses on a specific task, you can write unit tests for individual modules. This leads to better code quality and less time spent on debugging. Once a module is created, it can be reused across different projects or parts of the same project. You can import the module wherever needed, saving you from having to rewrite code. Modules provide a namespace for their variables, functions, and classes. This helps avoid naming conflicts. For example, you could have a function named process_data in multiple modules without them conflicting. This is because each module creates its own namespace. When working in teams, modules and packages make it easier to divide work. Different team members can work on different modules or packages independently without stepping on each other's toes. Python supports dynamic imports, meaning you can load modules at runtime. This can be useful for scenarios where you want to load different modules based on certain conditions, leading to more dynamic behavior. This has been the session on modules and packages. I'll meet you again with another informative video. For more Python tutorials, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell icon. Until next time, happy learning!